It's been 4 long years since Aaron Rodgers last tasted playoff victory. Now, as the 41-year-old future Hall of Famer embarks on a new chapter with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a former teammate and longtime Packers linebacker, Brady Poppinga, isn't holding his breath that Rodgers will break the drought anytime soon. In fact, Poppinga's outlook is grim, predicting that Rodgers will face a tough, grueling season ahead in Pittsburgh, where playoff aspirations look as distant as ever. The Steelers' quarterback quandary. Since the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers have been trapped in a frustrating quarterback purgatory. Searching for a savior to restore their Super Bowl ambitions, Pittsburgh took a bold gamble on Rodgers, banking on his experience, skill, and legacy to steer the ship. But Poppinga, who shared locker rooms and championship moments with Rodgers in Green Bay, paints a more sobering picture. "He's tough, make no mistake," Poppinga told Bill Ryder on Infinity Sports Network's Writer Than You podcast. "But I saw something different last year, an almost reluctant body that's been beaten up and is protecting itself. It's not unwillingness to fight, it's the natural wear and tear that comes with age." Rodgers' declining field vision, the body's silent signal. The hallmark of Rodgers' brilliance has always been his exceptional field vision, a rare ability to read defenses and thread pinpoint passes under pressure. But according to Poppinga, that sharp vision is fading, replaced by a creeping awareness of incoming hits. "I watched Rodgers in the Jets-Patriots game last season, and what struck me was how often he flinched, how often his eyes shifted from scanning the field to bracing for the rush," Poppinga said. "That's not typical for elite quarterbacks. They feel the rush, but keep their eyes locked downfield. When you start looking at the rush more than the receivers, that split second can cost you. The consequence? Receivers who might be wide open disappear from view, covered in a blink because Rodgers' attention is divided. That fleeting hesitation could be the difference between a game-winning throw and a stalled drive." The brutal reality of time and hits. Rodgers' reluctance to absorb punishment isn't simply mental, it's physical. The NFL is unforgiving, and at 41, the body simply can't handle the same pounding as it once did. Poppinga, who was Rodgers' teammate from 2005 to 2010 and a Super Bowl champ alongside him, knows all too well the price of longevity in football. How the Jets struggled when Rodgers took hits. Rodgers' final season with the New York Jets offered a stark demonstration of how crucial protecting him really is. In games where he was sacked 3 or more times, the Jets went a dismal 1-7. Conversely, when Rodgers was sacked twice or fewer, they managed a much more respectable 4-5 record. Put simply, Rodgers is far from the Iron Man he once was, and his performance is directly tied to how often he avoids getting hit. With the Steelers' offensive line still a work in progress, the pressure on Rodgers will be relentless. Why the Steelers could face a long year. Poppinga's prediction isn't just about Rodgers' physical state. It's a broader indictment of the Steelers' playoff chances in 2025. The brutal truth about quarterbacks at 41 age is a cruel equalizer in the NFL. The few quarterbacks who have found success past 40, like Tom Brady, are celebrated as exceptions, not the rule. And Brady himself endured a decline in performance that was impossible to ignore. The reality is that playing quarterback at an elite level at 41 is almost unheard of. Rodgers will become the oldest player in the league this year, and the Steelers are counting on him to be a beacon for a team that's been searching for stability since Big Ben's exit. But Poppinga's experience and observations suggest this season could be a brutal wake-up call. If Rodgers can't overcome the physical and mental toll of his long career, Pittsburgh could be in for a very long and disappointing 2025 campaign. Poppinga, who once stood beside him in the trenches, offers a sobering assessment. Rodgers' body is signaling it's time to slow down. For the Steelers, banking on a quarterback in his 40s with a history of taking record-breaking punishment is a gamble fraught with risk. Will Rodgers defy the odds and resurrect his career in Pittsburgh? Or will this season underscore the harsh truth that even legends must eventually bow to Father Time? If Poppinga is right, 2025 could be a struggle, not just for Rodgers, but for a Steelers team still searching for its identity and playoff relevance.